girl fell into the water accidentally in swimming class. The man saw and rushed to get under the girl's buttocks. He let the girl sit on his body and then escorted the girl all the way to the shore safely. The girl was saved and said thank you shyly, and then scurried away from here. Looking at the girl with a shy face, the man suddenly giggled and could not move his eyes. His heart for the girl is love at first sight. Maybe it was destiny's fate. The next day, when Jack came to the new class, he found out that the girl was his classmate. His heart burst with joy. Every day in class, he couldn't help but peek at her. But when she looked over at him, his eyes would dodge in a panic. In order to get close to the girl, he deliberately pretended to be left-handed in the dance class and the girl in a group. The moment he held the girl's slender, soft hand, Jack's heart was racing, so nervous that he couldn't breathe. At that moment, his eyes followed the direction of the girl's small hand to the girl's lovely face and perfect mouth. Jack immediately subconsciously swallowed his saliva, but at that moment, he lost his footing. Directly on the girl's foot, he hurriedly squatted down to wipe her shoes. The moment he got up, his head hit the girl's nose again. "I'm sorry." Looking at the girl's angry back to leave, Jack wanted to slap himself twice. From then on, the whole 3 years of high school, they never said another word to each other until the day of graduation. The girl came to him. She asked him to give her a message on the graduation album. Jack suppressed his excitement and joy, gathered the courage to write a confession on it. But when Anna left, he remembered that he had forgotten to take back his pen. By the time he went after her, Anna was already far away. After graduating from high school, he went to a sports school, and Anna got into the best university in Korea. In his freshman year, he tried to confess his love to Anna countless times, but every time he got on the phone, he lost the courage he'd managed to muster, until the day he received the notice to serve in the military. Another 2.5 years. Jack dialed Anna's phone again the first time he returned from the army, but at the critical moment he was once again afraid. When his friends saw it, he was desperate. He grabbed the phone out of his hand. "Wait a minute. This is Jack. This is Jack from Hope High School's third-year class." Jack was stunned, but he was ready to confess to Anna. But then the words changed. "Do you have my pen? It's a very expensive pen." Just when Jack was so upset that he wanted to hammer himself to death with a brick, Anna promised to meet him tomorrow and return the pen to him. Jack was so happy that he danced like a child. Early the next morning, he dressed himself up. When he saw Anna, he wanted to invite her to the cafe. But what he said was to tell Anna to be careful when she went back. Even if the gods come, they can't change him being single. Goddess he's been in love with for years is leaving. Jack finally found the courage. "Anna, are you thirsty?" "Yes, I am." They talked in a restaurant from day to night, even while waiting for the bus. They waited for the bus until it was raining heavily. There was only one last bus left. Anna got on the bus and just sat down. Suddenly found that all the people on the bus looked out the window and talked a lot. She was curious and turned her head to look outside. She found Jack was desperately trying to catch the bus. Anna suddenly widened her eyes and looked shocked. "Driver, wait a minute. What are you doing?" "Excuse me, wait for a moment." "Anna, what is it? Can I write to you?" Looking at the silly and stupid Jack, Anna couldn't help but laugh. Then she stood up and wiped the rain from Jack's head with a little pain. From that day on, the relationship between them grew rapidly. They watched movies together, walking together, while waiting for the bus. Anna also offered to put her hand in Jack's pocket. A few days later, it was the day of Jack's swimming competition. Anna gave him a piece of lucky grass. She promised him that they would be together after the race. Jack was overwhelmed with excitement. To get a good result in the race to make Anna happy, he started to train like hell. But then an accident happened. Jack held his breath for too long in the practice diving pool, causing problems with his brain. Whenever he gets too emotional, he falls into a coma. Now he can not only not participate in the competition, even daily life has become difficult. In order not to drag Anna down, he found a random reason to break up with Anna ruthlessly. After Anna left with a broken heart, he could no longer control his emotions and bawled his eyes out. Another year had passed. Jack's heart still can't forget Anna, so he came to school to see Anna. When he saw Anna coming out from inside, he was just about to go up to her. But a car suddenly stopped in front of Anna. Watching Anna leave in the car, Jack instantly felt his heart cut like a knife. But at the same time, he silently wished Anna happiness in his heart. I'm a little sad to see you doing well, but I'm still happy for you. I'm too bad to be around you anyway. Then Jack moved to the countryside to start a new life. But then Anna called out of the blue and asked him to pick her up at the train station. As soon as the train arrived at the station, Anna couldn't wait to run towards Jack and hugged him tightly. She wouldn't let go of him no matter what. It turns out that Anna had fallen in love with him even earlier. The first time they met was in an alley. Anna was passing by with an umbrella. At that time, a guy came across the street. Because the alley was too narrow, it was impossible to pass two umbrellas at the same time. When Anna was hesitating what to do, but the boy took the initiative to put away the umbrella and stood aside to give her the way. This small gesture instantly captured Anna's heart. Looking at Jack's handsome face, Anna was sure she had fallen in love with this boy. Later, when she found out that Jack had moved to her class, Anna was overjoyed. She felt that it was destiny. On the day of swimming class, looking at Jack in the pool, he was shining. Anna in the crowd was instantly turned on. She wanted to be in Jack's group, but unfortunately, her turn came when the group was full. This made her look disappointed. As a result, she was distracted and accidentally drowned. When she found out that the person who rescued her was Jack, she felt very humiliated. She spent the rest of the night in frustration. And in the dance class, in order to be assigned to a group with Jack, she deliberately danced on the wrong foot. So she was assigned to dance with Jack, who was the only left-handed person. Because she was so excited, she jumped a beat slower. Jack stepped on her foot, and then she got a nosebleed from his touch. Such a scandal made her think that Jack could not fall in love with her, so she turned her head and left. Her heart was filled with pain and loss. That's why she didn't talk to Jack for 3 years in high school. On graduation day, she looked at Jack, who was playing with his friends in the corner. She gathered up the courage to go to Jack and ask him to leave a message on the classmate road. Looking at Jack's message to herself, Anna smiled very happily, and the pen that Jack forgot to take away was also left by her on purpose. She just hoped that Jack would come to her. She waited for years. She did not see Jack call her, until the day Jack's voice came over the phone. She was so excited that she jumped up from the stool. The day they met, she had actually been waiting for Jack to call her. Anna, are you thirsty? Yes. And Jack suddenly broke up with her. She hid under the blanket and cried for 3 days and nights. And a year later Jack came back for her. The guy who came to pick her up that day was actually her schoolmate. The two of them were going to a film festival together. Other than that, there was no relationship between them. On the way, she saw Jack in the rain. She got out of the car and went after him, but Jack had already gone far away. Then she looked at the lucky grass that Jack had thrown on the ground. She immediately understood that Jack still loved her. That's why she ran to the countryside to meet with Jack. From the beginning to the end, the two have been a two-way crush. If you also have a crush on someone, why not be bold and brave to express their love for each other? Just like the big fish begonia said, life is a short road. We might as well be bold to love a person, to climb a mountain. Maybe the final result will be as we wish.